would you say have been our biggest wins so far? And how have they helped shape our business? That's a question from chat, sponsored by ChatGPT.
TM.
Sorry, it's not sponsored by ChatGPT. ChatGPT gave me that question though.
Our biggest wins were keeping our title as a brokerage by landing those contracts with our other two insurers. I think I can name them, right? Getting
Yeah, you could say the companies that we deal with.
yeah, for the car and home insurance side, we deal with Intact, Economical, and Lunic.
Yep.
I would say that's a massive win by keeping that, not becoming just an extension of one of the companies and being just an agent. That was a huge win. I'm seeing right now a big win that we got going on is Ontario.
Yeah. I'm super, I don't know about you, man. I'm really, really, really pumped about Ontario. I'm just really...
I can't wait to just write the exam and come in and I have a network, I have family, I have friends that live in Ontario. I
think we have a lot of I think there's a lot of upside potential when it comes to Ontario, just because of the fact that, we already have the website that can be, the website's very, well, the website's very scalable. We have a lot of things in our company that are very scalable. So we have the website that can bring in traffic, that can bring in leads from anywhere we want it to bring in leads. It's quite simple to, search engine optimization, pay-per-clicks, a couple of advertisements here and there. It takes a bit of time. I've learned a lot about that, but we have that. Our CRM, that's completely very scalable. Our phone system, completely scalable. There's all these things you can cut costs, you can use, you don't need, in other words, if you're starting up like a new company, a lot of times you have to get a new website, you have to get a new phone system, you have to get a new CRM system, you have to get new this, new that. There's all these different things, these startup costs you need to spend.
And they're big costs.
They're big, yes. And especially when you're starting up a business, it's very capital intensive. Costs a lot of money. And this is why a lot of times companies, they have to give up equity because banks aren't going to give you a loan. So basically either a venture capital firm comes in. In our industry, insurance companies will finance you. So there's all that kind of stuff. But once you kind of get to a certain size, I'm starting to learn it gets quite a bit easier to make money because you can share a lot of the costs, and those startup costs aren't there anymore. It's all very scalable. So when we're going into Ontario, we don't even need to hire a receptionist. It's literally there's no extra startup costs. It's just, okay, let's go. It's an expansion. It's fantastic. I love it. I can't wait.
It's a new mountain to climb. I'm excited.
I can't wait.
I'm excited. Another huge win that we've had, man, is a testimony to you, without pumping your own tires. Not that you need it. Our brand awareness and all the stuff that we did with the social media. We're the first damage insurance firm that I can see to get on Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn consistently. When did we start that? 2017, 2018?
We've been doing it for a while. Yeah, we've been doing it for years.
Hundreds of thousands of dollars into it, but our brand, and the brand awareness behind it.
We put a lot of money into our brand.
Yeah,
but this is why we do things like this, and it's like you and I, and we both agreed. So if we go back, let's say, I think it was last year. We were at the forefront of it when. On Facebook and LinkedIn and all these other platforms, when you posted a photo, all it had to be was just one regular photo, and the reach was crazy. The reach was
your mom would share it,
5,000 people.
Share it.
This is only 4 or 5 years ago, and I remember saying to Adam, I go, okay, this isn't gonna last forever. We're not gonna get a 5,000 reach on a photo on Facebook for very long.
It doesn't exist anymore.
And today, so if you're a business and you're gonna go on Facebook. If you post a photo and you're not paying for it, you're not putting advertising dollars behind it, the reach you're going to get, and by reach, it's a metric that Facebook uses, how many people see your picture. I don't know exactly how they calculate it, but it's basically if your reach is 50, 50 people scrolled past your photo, more or less. That's my understanding of it as well. Anyways. And our content was getting stale. We kept doing the same thing, and that's why we have pivoted to video content. And the thing this is why I think in the long run, we're going to win, because video content is very expensive and it's very difficult to figure out what works. And we still haven't figured out what works. But there was this guy that said this the other day, and Shamar listened to him as well. When it comes to short form video, or any video for that matter, on YouTube, on Reels, on TikTok, he said, you're one video away from going viral.
Yeah.
You're always one video away. And there's all these other influencers and business influencers. There's a lot of shitty influencers that are on the internet that are full of crap, and they are not telling you the truth.
But they had one video.
But there's those guys there, but there are other people too that they're legit business people. They're just trying to expand their brand, whatever. They're trying to sell a service or a product online. And a lot of them, it's not uncommon to hear, dude, I had to do 800 videos before I got over 5,000 views. I had to do this. I had to do that. Logan Paul, who's a superstar. Would you say Logan Paul is a superstar? I'd say he's a superstar now. He's like an A-list. Let's call him a superstar. Yeah. So Logan Paul is a superstar. He's definitely a celebrity. He said, I forget what it was, but he's like, dude, I had 4,000 subscribers on my YouTube for like 5 years. And then one day, popped, he broke through. So the main point I'm just trying to get to, consistency. And this is one of the things right now, it's been so discouraging trying to get, Natalie actually did a good job pumping me up. Trying to get guests is by far the most challenging part about doing a podcast, by far. Mm-hmm. And what's even more disappointing is when you get guests and they flake, or it does happen. It's about 20% of you'd be surprised. People that, I've had 3 people now, night before or morning of, hey man, I can't make it anymore.
Throws off your whole day.
Dude, it's
especially for you, because I know that's why you come in on the Friday saying, this is what I'm doing, I got a podcast.
Well, not only that, we have our whole week revolves around this. It's like a content. We're getting better at kind of adapting to that. So when we have these curveballs, and we had a big conversation about that, like, hey, let's stop getting so angry about this. You know, people are shit. Sometimes people are assholes and they don't care about anyone but themselves. So I take it I let it bother me so much because I take it as a slap in the face, because it's like, dude, it's one thing to cancel. Let's say the podcast is on Friday and it's on Monday. Hey man, something popped. Okay, you know what?
You gave me 48 hours notice.
More. It's like 4 days. You're telling me. Okay, I get it. The night before
or morning of.
Like worse. Fuck off, man. Like fuck out of here.
You're not getting invited again.
Yeah, just fuck off.